know that more than half of us are visual thinkers, like predominantly visual thinkers, yet a lot of times we don't tap into that and use it to our advantage. So we're so used to taking notes on our devices or on our computer when really putting them out on paper, whether it's digital like I'm going to do with my iPad or a notebook, is really the way to go. So sketching things out using spatial thinking is really the key. It's going to help you to not only integrate things more so, you're going to do it in a non-linear fashion. So oftentimes what ends up happening is we get information and we get one bit and then it goes over to the next bit and then we're hand-fed another one. And it might even be like, and then you need to know all three of these bits, but they kind of give it out in a logical manner, which, you know what, that's perfectly fine to do that. I sit in a lot of classes. I'm always studying. I'm in several programs. I'm learning like human design. I'm learning about various healing modalities that I'm getting trained for and certified in. And I'm always doing something new because I'm a creative. That's what creatives do. We continually seek out new knowledge, new information, new skills that we can incorporate with the ones that we already have. And so whenever I have somebody who presents something that way, it's not a problem for me because I take my own notes. I start writing them out. And so I might make whatever the note is, and then I draw a lot of arrows. I don't make necessarily always pictures, but I'll do different arrows and then I'll write out whatever the information is. And then I might box that off. And then here's a couple points that they mentioned. So I want to make sure I have those. And it's the part about putting them on paper and starting to see them kind of come together and creating this and one document. I mean, I can show you like anytime I take notes on everything, there's not always completely neat and organized. Let's see, like some various ways that I do it. You know, I have no problem showing any of this. Here's another one where I've gone through and made notes. They're not visual, like beauty visuals. They're more of like an organized visual way of documenting the notes. When I get information that way, as a matter of fact, my son is in school and he's nonverbal, and this is how they teach him. So all his worksheets have some method that's like this, visuals, and they're organized in different ways. And it's not always like boom, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it's 1 and then 2 and 3 and 4 and then 5, 6 and 7. There's different layouts and different ways that they're organized together. When we start to see things from a spatial standpoint, the white space that's in between, and this might be a block, and this might be a chunk, and this might have an arrow to it, this might have a box around it, this might have highlighter on it. It helps your mind to see it differently and to integrate it. This is why creatives love making layouts. As a matter of fact, even when I type up my own notes, I put them in some kind of pretty layout because it helps your brain to organize the information. You don't have to be creative to be able to do this. It's about just exploring and not thinking you have to put things down so it looks like a textbook. And that's really going to get you far if you really want to take your knowledge to the next step and take your understanding of that knowledge to the next step, to integrate it into your system. Now, if you are a person who creates like content or if you are creating coursework and stuff, these are tactics that you can also use. We do, like I said, over 50% of us are visual thinkers. We like the spatial element of things. We like things separated. We like things in boxes or not in boxes or arrows to draw our attention to something. The more that you can start to incorporate that into your material as you present them, or even think about what I just did here with like a whiteboard, do more things like that. It's helpful to understand, to learn, to integrate.